So I just came back from a run, and after about 20 minutes, when I was a couple of miles away from home, I pulled my hamstring, and it was like someone stuck a knife there. Incredibly painful. And immediately the thing that came to mind was, well, actually, I'm not going to tell you what came to mind, but wasn't fun. And I couldn't even think of having to go back home. There were no cars around, it was in the fields. And I started to limp home in pain, miserable. And then after a few minutes, I decided to change my perspective. I realized that, of course, I couldn't change the reality. There was no one there. I had to get home, but I could change. I had a choice about my perspective. And I started to focus on the present, on the here and now. Yes, I focused on the pain, and I also focused on the beautiful outdoors, the beautiful day. And that changed my experience. It wasn't perhaps a fun experience, it was still hurting, but it was a much better experience than it was just a couple of minutes earlier. After about 30 minutes of limping, my neighbor was in her car, Tanya, saw me, and she picked me up and brought me home. And what that brought home to me was the notion of how important neighbors are, first, and also how important it is to be able to shift perspective. You see, the present of presence is always with us. We can always use it. We can use it also in time of pain and need. We can also, of course, use it and make the most of joyful times.